Local 3 News. Coverage you can count on.
Okay, I think our next guest is going to make you feel good. He sure has made me feel good because he's addressed a problem, he's recognized a problem, but he's finding a solution and he believes in it, and so do I. So who is this miracle worker, you say? It's BJ Bristow. He is on the show this morning from CADAS, fairly new to town, right?
I am. I've been in the Chattanooga area. Me and my wife just purchased a home about a year ago.
Okay, well, you're wasting no time.
Yeah, no time.
So the reason BJ is here is because he's having a resource fair this Saturday, the 11th of February, called For the Love of the Community.
Yes.
At College Hill Court. So, you know, typical question, we were chatting, and I said, okay, what kind of resources are going to be there? The resource is your own brain, BJ, because what you've done is, the problem is, you said providers, medical providers.
Service provider, there's an excuse that is basically relevant between both the service providers and the underserved populated communities. And what this excuse is for the service provider is that we don't have a direct line. We don't have an access to be able to get into these communities, and we need help getting in there. And on the flip side of that, you have the residents of these communities that's saying we're unaware. You keep telling us about these resources that are available for us, but there's always some criteria that we don't meet, or there's always something in a way that prevents us from being able to obtain these resources. So the purpose of this whole resource fair this weekend on Saturday, the 11th, from 10 to 3 in College Hill Courts, is simply to eliminate that excuse. We want to bridge this gap in CADAS, along with the Housing Authority, as well as other service providing organizations. We are here wanting to bring awareness to COVID-19, helping people get vaccinations. We want to bring awareness to substance abuse disorders and treatment options that they have made available. This county as a whole, Hamilton County, is being overflooded with overdose deaths and just drug use at an all-time high. And so what we want to do is partner together with any organization that is willing to stand beside us and say, you know what, we're coming into these underserved communities and we're going to flood you with as many resources as possible. Right. So this resource fair is not about just jobs or just about healthcare or insurance or anything like that. This is a all-in-one exclusive resource fair. Everybody that does something that provides a service that has contacted me already, they're going to be there.
You might even show up and just watch.
Absolutely.
I mean, because if you're under the impression that if you're a person struggling right now with an addiction, and you're under the impression that you're doing this alone and nobody cares, just to see that many people wanting to help you find a way out is powerful.
Well, you have a lot of residents who feel that that there is no care for them, that nobody actually cares about them. That's why when they walk out their front door, their environment looks the way that it looks. But if they come out on February 11th, they're going to be confronted with a slew of service providers, as well as the local police department, the local fire department. These people are coming out simply to engage. It's not just about coming out and flooding you with resources. We're coming out to engage with you. We're coming out to talk with you. We want to know, how can we help you?
Right.
What can we do? What services are needed in this community for this community to thrive?
Okay, so if somebody comes and they spend the whole 5 hours there that day, and they really engage, you know enough to know that they still leave and go back home.
Correct.
And it's going to be hard for them. It's like leaving a camp retreat when you were in church Sunday school, you know, you don't hold on to that feeling for very long. So will they have the ability, though, to reach back out to some of these people when they leave?
Well, the beautiful thing about this is that every resource provider that is coming out, CADAS included, the Housing Authority, we have come together and said, how can we capture the people that show up? How can we capture their contact information to make sure that when they leave, that we're following up with them to make sure that
to be that net.
So what we've done is that at most tables, if not all of them, they will have like a sign-in sheet that they will sign their name, that they will put their contact information on. If this is a resource that you feel like you need, most of the people, because of the time that we've allotted that 10 to 3 slot, most of the people will be able to get signed up and be able to have access to those resources before they leave the fair that day.
I was in a part of town, I won't say where I was, fairly recently, and it's a part of town that's always been a little bit more industrial, if you will, but perfectly fine. And I was over there the other day and I was shocked. I was just shocked, BJ, at what I saw. And where this is, you just have a glimpse up the hill of a very prosperous thriving area of town, this drug addiction is frightening.
It is. The numbers are staggering. The ages of the people who are actually overdosing is staggering and alarming. I think that this resource fair, as well as what CADAS is trying to do in regards to attacking this overdose prevention and attacking this epidemic, this drug epidemic that's sweeping through Hamilton County, like it's very important to us. So not only are we coming out to provide resources, but we're also coming out to provide treatment options for those who want to tackle and want to address their drug substance abuse issues.
I was listening to a song on my way in this morning, and it's called "You Matter to Me," and the lyrics were just pretty simple. And all of a sudden, I got kind of teary. What power in those words? You matter. And that's what a lot of people will feel for the first time, perhaps on Saturday, that they matter.
That is our hope. That is our hope, that when they come out and they see all of these people present, coming out, smiling faces, engaging, wanting to engage. It's one thing to show up and just set up a table and pass out information. It's another thing to come out, set up a table, and stand in front of that table to welcome you and engage with you, to communicate with you and let you know, like, hey, I'm here. No more excuses. I'm here, I'm right here. You came out your front door, I did my part, I met you right here where you were at. So what are we gonna do from here? That's the next option, that's the next goal for us.
I'm very glad that you are here. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
I thank you for having us, thank you.
So it's the For the Love of Our Community Resource Fair, this Saturday, 10 to 3, College Hill Courts.
Yes.
Just show up and be there and see how many other people are as well. And if you're looking for more information on what CADAS can do to help you or someone you know, there's their website, cadas.org, 756-7644 is their phone number. Thanks again.
Thank you, thank you.
It's 7:55 in the morning and we're back on site for another one-day shower installation with West Shore Home. And today, they're not just doing one bath, they're gonna do 2 baths in the same house, all in one day. Let's head upstairs and check it out. Okay, this first bathroom needs some help. The shower space feels like a cave with these low